The movement here, just trying to get my broken tripod together so we can do this tarot lunchbox reading. Come on now. But I welcome you. This is our lunchtime tarot reading for all signs, all the collectives. I welcome you. I started this series last week. I had the idea to start this series last week. And I welcome you back if this is a return visit for you. And for those of you who are here for the first time today, welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope that you will make it a habit and join us here uh, for a daily message for your sign, okay? I invite you to hit the subscribe button. That way you'll know when I go live with the Tarot Lunchbox. And that'll be Monday through Friday. And you will be notified, hopefully. YouTube does the right thing and notifies you. So, join the tribe here regardless, because I offer love readings for each collective and multiple other types of readings. And you'll want to be in the loop. You'll want to join the tribe and be notified when those messages drop. All right, so I just want to let you know this is a collective reading for all collectives. If you find that these messages, for some reason, don't readily resonate with your situation, don't panic. It's all the more reason for you to subscribe here today. And that way, when your message drops in the next few days, you're the first one to know about it. And if you have had messages resonate and things have come out for you, I invite you to come back and leave a comment letting everyone in the tribe know. Or, you can leave a comment right now about past readings that have resonated for you, so that everyone in the tribe is aware and can celebrate with you, hopefully, or sympathize with you if that's the case. I am a true reader, meaning I give you the messages exactly as I get them from spirit, and I don't sugarcoat the messages. So, to be forewarned is to be forearmed, and sometimes you have to know when negative things are coming your way so that you can take action. And hopefully, by doing so, you're able to, you know, minimize the amount of negativity coming your way. All right. So first off, I'm going to give an oracle card for the energy for all signs for today, and then I'll break out into the individual signs and give messages for them. All right. So, Spirit, let's get our oracle card for our collective today. And that message comes by way of, I seek out happy people who inspire me to be great. All right. So I'm just reading this as it is. Like, hey, this is about surrounding yourself today with positive people. The need to maybe for those of you who may be feeling a little bit or have the Monday blahs, this is like, hey, you need to seek out the company of people that you already know are happy and positive and always in your corner. Maybe just give a friend a call, have a quick conversation. You will be surprised how much that will lift your spirits today, okay? And for others of you, if you are surrounded by some people that are miserable, do what you can to change your surroundings just to get, like, misery is infectious. Like, happiness is infectious, but misery is as well. So, sometimes you just want to get away from those people. And if you're stuck in a work situation where you can't, then as soon as you clock out, man, give somebody a call. Maybe just go somewhere, do something different, have a drink somewhere, or, just go to a park or somewhere where you are not normally going and see if you can just plop down into the energy of positivity as far as being surrounded by a whole new group of people. I'm really feeling very strongly for some of you that will work out oh so well. All right, so let's get into our collective reads. And I'm going to start off with Capricorn here. So let's get some messages on the board, Spirit, for my lovely Capricorns. What can they look forward to in their energy today? Message for Capricorn, Spirit. All right. Let me get a few more shuffles in here for my Capricorns and see what they've got going on. All right, Capricorn, your first message comes by way of the King of Wands, followed by the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Oh boy, Capricorn. And then we have the Sun. Well, this is quite interesting. This is a lot of fire energy happening with you today, Capricorn. And for some of you, fire signs may be significant in your energy field today. This King of Wands, man, charming as hell, okay? And I want you to be careful and look at the consequences with this Wheel of Fortune in the reverse of dealing someone who really lays it on thick with the charm, but their substance, they may not have the substance to back up all the charm that they exude, okay? So that's what I'm getting with this King of Wands today. And so look at what the consequences are, because a lot of things will be coming to light. Everything is seen under the sun. And even though the sun is a very positive card, like I said, this is a lot of fire energy in Capricorn. What I'm hearing is you need to make sure you don't get burned by it or by them. Okay? So this is very much so a message about a particular person in your energy or who will be in your energy today, and looking at the consequences of dealings with this person at this time, because there is a very strong possibility you will be burned by them, okay? And you want to keep that in mind very strongly, Capricorn, especially on this day, because that energy is specifically coming through for today, but in the upcoming days as well. All right. I know Capricorns and the way they are about the people that they surround themselves with. So to be burned by someone is it's no small thing for anyone, but it's definitely not any small thing for a Capricorn in particular. All right, so Capricorn, I hope you stick with us for our Tarot Lunchbox Hour here today. But if you are leaving at this time, thank you for joining, and please hit that subscribe button on your way out. I really appreciate it. All right, so let's move on, Spirit, to our Aquarius. What can Aquarius expect in their energy for today? What's your message on this day for Aquarius? All right. We have the Queen of Swords, followed by the Hermit, and then we have the Six of Swords in the reverse. All right, so Aquarius, you're sticking with it, man. You're staying, you're determined to stand the test of time, especially with this Hermit card. You are determined to stand this test of time. For some of you, this is translating into a love relationship. And in that case, what I'm feeling is you want to be the last man standing or the last woman standing. You want to be the last one standing. So that indicates to me that you may find yourself, and that's a message for those of you who find yourself in a third party, fourth party, whatever many party situation. You are determined to be the one standing at the end of the day. You're going to be it. And you're digging in your heels. You're not going anywhere. You're sticking to it, okay? And you're very, very adamant about that as it's coming through in your energy. For others of you, this just has to do with something that you feel challenged with as far as endurance at this time. You are trying to take care of yourself and make sure that you luxuriate and give yourself what you need, because you're determined to keep going no matter what. Like, you're going to make it to the finish line. For some of you, I'm hearing this is like an investment in your career or business, and for others of you, this is just like you've experienced some hardships and you're determined to get through them the best way you can. And you're also, in this day's energy, uh, you're really adopting this Queen of Swords energy, which is very straightforward, to the point. You don't have time for the BS today. You just want to say what you mean what you say, and have people understand it. And, really, like, when you give direction today, Aquarius, you expect that person or those people that you give direction to carry forward immediately with it. Like, you're in a no bullshit kind of energy today. And that's what I'm feeling. All right. You, Aquarius, plan to stay the course. And because that energy is coming out in this reading today, what Spirit is telling me is this is a great day for that attitude. You can actually accomplish a lot. You can actually get somewhere today by standing in that energy. All right, Aquarius, please stick around with us for the remainder of this tarot hour, lunchbox hour. And we're going to move on to our lovely Pisces. Spirit, what messages do we have today for our beautiful Pisces? What can they expect to see in their energy for today? What's going on for our Pisces, Spirit? All right, let's get it together and see what Pisces are dealing with today. All right, first message, Pisces, is the Eight of Cups. And that is followed by the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. Oh, Pisces. And we have the Seven of Cups. All right. Well, Pisces, I think for a lot of you, this is love related. And this is talking about knowing when to fold them, knowing when to walk away. All right. Just knowing. And for some of you, you've known it for some time. But this is waking up and smelling the coffee today. All right. And knowing that the true happiness and everything that you desire is not coming from this particular situation, and you know it's time to move on. But you're also taking stock with the Seven of Cups of the choices that you have around you, and you do have choices, Pisces. And for those of you who feel like you don't see this or see these choices, it's because you are sinking in the emotional weight of things that you are dealing with today, okay? And so what you need to do is, again, open your eyes and smell the coffee. Really, get into that energy as it's available to you today, so that you can see these choices, right? Because they're available to you, and you're not walking away to nothing. For many of you, I feel like you're walking away because, okay, enough is enough, and I'm making a different choice now. Okay, so Pisces, that may be a lot to be dealing with on this Monday, but I don't feel like for many of you this has to be a period of unhappiness, unless you choose for it to be, right? Because there are situations in which you're like, okay, enough is enough. And the release of it actually brings you great relief. And that's the type of energy that I'm feeling for many of you Pisces here, all right? So Pisces, hopefully that information has been helpful for you, and I hope that you continue to stick around with us through this Tarot Lunchbox hour. But if you are leaving us at this time, please, I invite you to subscribe on your way out, please, Pisces. And let's move on. Let's move to, who are we going to? Aries. If we're following the order of the zodiac here, let's go on to Aries today. Spirit, what messages do we have for my beautiful bright Aries? What can they expect to see in today's energy? Ooh, got cards flying, Aries. You got some stuff happening. I'm not taking these jumpers. And let me give it one more quick shuffle, Aries. And let's lay out these messages. All right, Aries. Woo! Two of Cups. Two of Cups is the first one off the top for you. Beautiful. Followed by the Hermit. Okay, Aries, what you doing? And then we have the Ace of Pentacles. All right, quick, simple, and easy. And there are two storylines here. Let's go through like business or job. So if you're searching for a job at this time, Aries, and it's funny, I do know an Aries that is searching for a job, so I'm going to have to share this news. The Two of Cups here signifies that you will find a job. You will find a company to partner up with, because that's what we do, right? When we look for a job, we look for a company that we can offer our services and they are willing, and it's an agreement. And I see that coming to fruition today. This energy is very strong. So if you don't receive your job offer today, Aries, you have to know that this is coming in very shortly, within the next day or two, right? I see the actual job offer here with the Ace of Pentacles and the way they are they're holding each other's hands. I saw it at first as a handshake. So I see the acceptance of a great offer, Aries, and a lot of it has to do with the preparation, right? Like, I feel like many of you did your due diligence by researching where to go to find a job, researching the type of job you wanted, researching even how to spiff up your interviewing skills. And because of that, your hard work is paying off, right? And you are, with this Hermit card, in a great energy to learn new things. But good news on that front for those of you seeking out work. Otherwise, I do see in love, if you're going to resonate more with the love situation for some of you Aries, I see an offer coming through from someone to take the relationship to the next level. But Aries, with this Hermit card, I'm seeing that you are kind of like a little nervous about that. Like, you're not sure, and you have the tendency to want to withdraw a little bit because you feel like you need to figure it out whether or not this connection is a good fit for you. And for some of you, this is just about meeting someone or having met someone new recently, and they finally ask you out on that date. And I'm seeing this dinner plate as like a dinner date, right? Like, they ask you out with this Two of Cups. The offer's on the table, and you're kind of like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I should. And I feel like some of that, as far as the date situation goes, is coming from a place of you're still kind of licking the wounds of a past situation, right? So you're not sure if you're ready to really jump in to the dating scene again. But the offer is there for you, Aries. Like, you've got someone's attention. So I don't know, Aries. Both of these readings seem like somewhere you might want to be today, right? Because I think a lot of people and a lot of signs would welcome either of those readings, the love and the job. And, so don't get too stuck in your head, Aries, is what I'm getting. Just make a decision and go with it, right? Make a decision and go with it. It's very positive energy, Aries. All right, Aries, I hope you stick around with us for the rest of our Tarot Lunchbox hour. But we will be moving into Taurus readings. So, Taurus, let's get some messages, Spirit, on the board for my beautiful Taurus. What can they expect to see today? What can they expect in their energy for today, my beautiful Taurus? All right. We have the Eight of Pentacles, Taurus, followed by the Hanged Man in the reverse. And the Page of Swords. Taurus, you've had an idea recently, and something that, you know, you've just been playing around in the back of your mind about it, because you're like, I don't know. I don't know if this is a good idea, if I should carry through with it, if it's something that'll be appreciated. But you've had this idea, and it's been just, it's like one of those thoughts that keeps reoccurring. It doesn't go away. Just when you think you forgot about it, it pops up again. Like, this is what this idea has been doing. And today, Spirit is saying is a good idea to come out of Hanged Man energy, or the energy of stillness in regards to it, and just get to work. Get to work, because this is something that can turn into something of value for you. And so let's get to work on it. And for some of you, this is like something creative, like whether it's like I'm seeing like someone writing, like writing a book, writing a poem, like it's something creative for some of you. But others of you, it's an idea that maybe you came up with on the job to make life easier, or to make a task easier, or a different way of going about completing something. And you need to go ahead and formalize it in some way, whether that's documenting it, whether that's just going to those individuals in charge that can implement it as an idea. Because I feel like whatever this idea is, Taurus, this is something that will get you recognition. This will bring value to you. It'll work out well for you. So if you've been on the fence, which I can see you have, if you've been on the fence about whether or not you should, you know, go through with that idea, Spirit's definitely saying yes. Yes. And this is the time. This is a great time to actually go ahead and put that idea out there. It'll be something that it'll be a value to you. It'll be a value in that it can bring you something monetarily eventually, or it'll be valuable to you as it will get you recognition, like on your job, in a good way. All right. So if you were waiting for a sign, this is it, Taurus, to move forward with it. All right. All right. Stick with us, Taurus, for the rest of our Tarot Lunchbox hour. I am going to move into the Gemini reading at this time. So Gemini, let's get some message on the board for Gemini Spirit. Let's get some messages on the board for our Geminis. All right. Gemini, your first message comes by way of the Ten of Cups in the reverse, followed by the Eight of Wands in the reverse, and the Chariot. All right, Gemini. Oh my God. Gemini. Listen. Ten of Cups in reverse. Pretty much for most people who are familiar with tarot in some way, shape, or form, either as a reader or as a client, we know Ten of Cups in the reverse is not a happy time. It's not good. It's not the happy ending that we wanted. And I'm seeing like a message regarding something, a message from your person that you're waiting for, that you want. They're not doing it. They're not communicating. They're not coming through with the message. It's been a no-go, and you're ready to get the hell on, right? Make sure, Gemini, because I feel this energy of impatience, and I was just about to say, make sure with your impatient behind, Gemini, that you're not using your silence or your ghosting or your getting the hell out of Dodge action as a form of manipulating. Make sure you're not using these techniques to manipulate your person to communicate with you in the way that you want them to, because that I see strongly working against you. All right. And some of you might be like, I don't care, I'm done. But tomorrow is a different day, and tomorrow you might not feel done. All right, Gemini? So don't allow the energy of impatience to move you in a situation in a way that it hurts you in the long run. It hurts, what you want to see happen. All right? So keep that in mind, Gemini. And when you feel that impatience getting really strong, let's take a deep breath and make a choice that makes sense. All right? So, Gemini, please stick with us for the rest of our Tarot Lunchbox hour. But if you are indeed on your way out at this time, I invite you to subscribe to the channel. And I thank you. All right, let's get a Cancer message here, Spirit, for my wonderful Cancers. What can they look forward to in their energy for today? What is going on for my wonderful, beautiful Cancers? One more shuffle here, Cancer. All right, Cancer, your first message comes by way of the Tower in the reverse, followed by the Four of Swords. Ugh. And the Wheel of Fortune. All right. Cancer, negativity that you may be feeling around you today is not going to be as big of a deal as you're anticipating. All right. I don't want to say you're building it up in your mind to be something bigger than it is, but in some regards you are. Okay. So just keep that in mind. Keep breathing because, it's not as bad as it feels in your mind. Okay. And you need to make sure that you are indulging in some sort of self care with this Four of Swords, because I just feel like some of you are burning the candle a little bit at both ends. Maybe you didn't get a great night's sleep last night and you just need to like slip away in the middle of your day today and try to take a power nap to get yourself together. Like emotionally, I feel like things aren't as great as they could be for you today because you're just feeling a little drained. But if you can keep it together, if you can keep your emotions stable, this is going to be fine. With this Wheel of Fortune, this also is going to work out well for you. Okay. You'll be able, in the midst of things happening, you'll be able to make the right move is what I'm hearing. Also with this Wheel of Fortune, any of you who might play the lottery. Like, I'm not talking, well, I mean, ultimately it could be the huge jackpot, but I'm talking more about like scratch offs and things that, get you like the smaller amounts of money, which any amount of money in a winning is great, right? I do see where today could be a lucky day for some of that for some of you. And that just was something that Spirit was whispering to me. So please, by all means, Cancer, if you do indeed hit hit a winning scratch off there, let us know. Like, that would be great. That would be great to add to your finances in an unexpected way at this time. All right. All right, Cancer. I hope you stick with us and definitely subscribe if you are on your way out. Cancer, you guys have been huge supporters of mine, and I really, truly appreciate you. So I'd love to have everyone as a tribe member, but consider being a tribe member. All right, let's get some messages on the board for my beautiful Leos. What does Leo have to look forward to at this time? Give me just 1 second, Leo. All right, sorry about that, Leo. I apologize. Just trying to, it started raining really hard over here, and I was just trying to shut a window that I had open because I don't want water leaking in. All right, sorry about that. So Leo, let's get your messages. Your first message, Leo, is by way of the Eight of Wands in the reverse, followed by the Emperor, and then we have the Nine of Pentacles. Leo, listen, you're holding stubbornly. I mean, I'm feeling this energy of stubbornness that you're holding on to a situation. For some of you, this is going to be love. Most of you, I think. You're holding stubbornly to a situation, and you with this Emperor energy are like, I am going to make this work. Look at the stance of this figure in this card. I'm going to make this work. It's going to work because I say so. Stubborn. The stubbornness of this Emperor, right? Just consider, I mean, if you want to be alone, then that's where this may lead for you. And on today's, on today's energy, which is what we're talking about here, trying to force someone, Leo, to do what you want may leave you by yourself today. Okay? That might be temporary, but it could also be permanent. But I feel like trying to force someone today to do what you want is going to leave you with what you don't want, which is being alone. All right, Leo? So examine where you may be stubborn at this time and how that stubbornness may be perceived by those around you. They may just resist the Emperor just for the hell of it, right? So just keep that in mind, Leo, as you go through your day today. All right? And the decision, and with the decisions that you make. Leo, stick around with your shiny bright presence. Like, I really enjoy Leos personally. So stick around for our tarot lunchbox. I encourage you. Let's move into our Virgo readings. Or our Virgo message, I should say. Spirit, what can Virgo look forward to today in their energy? Ooh, Virgo, some flip-floppy type energy as these cards are flipping out in a weird way. Okay. So Virgo, let's see what you've got going on here. Hey, Jules. Welcome to the live. Thanks for joining us for the Tarot Lunch Hour today. All right, Virgo. Let's see. First message comes by way of Justice in the reverse, followed by the Hermit. This is why we had that flip-floppy energy. And then we have the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. All right. You're not getting your fair share today, Virgo, is what I'm seeing. And it's not fair. You're not getting your fair share, right? You feel this energy of others just being evasive is the word that I'm getting. But also, it's like, those who said they would come through aren't coming through. And then other people are being like, they're like avoiding, right? And so this is making you and your own energy here want to shut down, like, okay, I am having a day where I don't want to do people today, right? That's the vibe that I'm getting off of this, Virgo. And it's okay to have those days. What I'm hearing from Spirit is just don't allow it to be like what you take into your tomorrow and your next day after that. Like, it's okay if you temporarily want to hang out here in hermit mode today and not really deal with other people, but just kind of release it at the end of the day. Don't take that into the next in your upcoming days, okay? Also, this is again just a day for you to figure out how to get what you need in other ways. You may have to work your plan B today, is what I'm hearing, Virgo. So keep that in mind. To be forewarned is to be forearmed. If you're counting on others to come through for you in a significant way today, Virgo, you may find yourself kind of disappointed. Okay, you want to just kind of figure out other ways. Hey Joe, welcome to the live. All right, so or J-O, I'm not sure if I messed that up there. Um, yeah, so figure out other ways, figure out how to work your plan B. If you don't have a plan B, this is a good time to figure it out because you're going to need it today, Virgo. All right, Virgo, I invite you to stick around, and stick around for our Tarot Lunchbox Hour. But we're going to move into um, our we're going to move into our Libra reading, our Libra message, okay? So, Spirit, what messages do we have for our lovely Libras? What can they expect in today's energy? What's coming at them today? What do they need to know today? Libra, your first message comes by way of the moon, followed by the Six of Wands in the reverse. That's interesting. And we have the Nine of Cups in the reverse. Libra. All right. Like I say, there is, I don't sugarcoat my reading. So I give you the message so that you can make the plans. To be forewarned is to be forearmed. If you need to avoid or stave something off, hopefully information directly will give that to you. With this moon card, okay, I can see this in two different ways. Libra, either you have something secret that you would wish for others not to know that could potentially come out today in a big way and cause you a lot of distress, quite frankly, is what I'm seeing. So, um, there may be some ways in which you need to prepare for that. And I would say go ahead and start that. If it doesn't happen exactly today, it's in the energy now that would be wearing off over the next few days. So there may still be a little bit of time for here for you, Libra, in order to, do what you need to do to kind of ensure that the secret doesn't come out. But there's a huge potential that the secret will come out. The other way I'm seeing it is something that is revealed to you that has been going on around you behind your back could be revealed. And this is going to, again, cause you some great distress. For some of you, I feel like that something has to do with a work situation in which there's some backstabbing that's been going on behind your back. And now it's coming to light. And this is a huge backstabbing with the Six of Wands because there's no victory here in the way this comes out for you. And so it's almost like someone in the work environment that has been plotting against you, and this information comes to you. And for some of you, I'm feeling like it's going to come to you in a way where it's like a supervisor coming to take action on it, right, against you. But for others of you, it's going to be someone who sees this happening and just decides to give you a warning, a heads up. And it's going to come as a surprise. It may even come as a surprise, the person who's giving you the heads up, right? You didn't even necessarily think this person thought anything of you or was in your corner. And they may not be like a person who's squarely in your corner. They may just be like, you know what? No one deserves that. Let me just give Libra a heads up kind of thing, right? So be aware of this because emotionally, this is going to be something to really deal with. And it's definitely going to put you in a position to where you're not actually feeling content. You're not getting the way, things aren't working out in the way that you would have hoped, is what I'm getting, Libra. Okay? To be forewarned is definitely to be forearmed, Libra. Hopefully, you're able to take that information and lessen the blow in some way, shape, or form. That's my hope for you today, Libra. Stick around with us, though, for the rest of our Tarot Lunchbox. And if you are on your way out the door, Libra, please remember to subscribe on your way out. I'd love to see you come back and join us in a future reading. All right. So let's move into Scorpio's message. Spirit, what message do we have for our beautiful Scorpios today? What can they expect to see coming their way? All right. One more shuffle here, Scorpio, and I will lay out your messages. All right. Scorpio, the Two of Swords is your first message for today, followed by the Four of Cups and the Two of Cups. Wow, interesting energy. Wow, Scorpio, what is happening here? All right, so Scorpio, I'm seeing this Two of Swords in the reverse as you taking off the blinders. There's something for some of you that you've been intentionally avoiding dealing with, and I'm really feeling like this has to do a lot with love type relationships. But it can be another type of relationship, but there's a great potential for most of you Scorpios that this has to deal with love. So, Two of Swords is something going on kind of in the periphery of your connection that you've been intentionally, you're aware of it, you've just been avoiding it. You've been avoiding dealing with it, okay? And today, I don't know if you woke up just on feeling some ish today, but with this Four of Cups, the discontent gets really powerful for you today. The discontent that you're feeling because of this, and you're focusing on whatever this is that you've been avoiding, okay? Surprisingly, Scorpio, because, and I say surprisingly, because one of the reasons for your avoidance is you can see how she's like, oh, a drink. Oh, no, I don't want that drink. Like, you've been avoiding it because you feel like it's going to be huge, first of all, and it's going to be something that's not going to allow you to progress in your relationship in the way that you want to. Okay. And you really feel like this is like a roadblocker for you if you were to actually head straight into it. But surprisingly, the heading straight into it and dealing with it directly is what gives you the result that you would like in this situation. Like, it ends up the communication, the emotional satisfaction ends up being increased. I'm trying to get what Spirit is saying here. It's kind of like it furthers your emotional tie, your emotional connection with your person because you've dealt with it head on. But I have to warn you, Scorpio, in your dealing with it head on, that doesn't mean aggressively. It means you need to deal with it, consider your person's feelings, how they will respond to the things that you say, and choose your words wisely. Choose your actions wisely. This isn't the time to start a fight over something. And if you feel like once you bring up whatever this situation is that it's escalating into fight, you need to look at how you're going to de-escalate that. You need this to be a calm transaction, or calm transaction's a weird word there, but really a calm type of interaction between you and your person where you can express how you're feeling in a way that it's not going to escalate into an argument, and allow your person the time to communicate back to you as well. You need to listen more than you actually speak. All right. And this is going to take a little bit of planning for you, Scorpio, because this, whatever this is emotionally charged for you. And that's why you've been keeping it out with the blinders on the periphery. So I don't know if you want to. I see a person in the mirror doing a walkthrough of a conversation, and while they're in the mirror doing that planning, they're they're taking note of their facial expressions, how they look to that, their demeanor as they say what they're saying, so that they can kind of, present themselves in the best way possible. All right. So I think that type of practice in the mirror may be necessary before you actually have this conversation, Scorpio, in order for it to go well. And you also need to kind of lay out how or what you'll say if your person says certain things. All right. Because you want to go into this very prepared in order for it to go the way that you would like it to and increase the connection in a good way between you and your person. All right, Scorpio. So a little bit of preparation there will go a very long way. And I wish you the best of luck with that. And remember, de-escalate. You do not want to escalate that conversation into an argument or, God forbid, a fight. All right. You want to keep things as calm as possible. That might mean that you have to compromise, maybe in some cases to a great degree. Not to the degree that you compromise on what's truly important to you, Scorpio, but compromise so that your person feels a sense of fairness coming from you. Because I feel like that's the most important thing to remember. All right. All right, Scorpio, I hope you stick with us. We're almost done here because we're at not Capricorn, we're at Sagittarius. Sorry, Sag. We're at Sagittarius and getting their message in order to complete our Tarot Lunchbox hour. I hope everyone comes back because I'll be doing this very regularly Monday through Friday. And I just would like the camaraderie here. So, Spirit, let's get some messages on the board for my beautiful Sages. What can they look forward to today? They've been so patiently waiting for their message. What do you have for them, Spirit? What is their energy today? What can they expect to see? Sagittarius, wow, your first message comes by way of the devil. Whoa! Followed by the Hanged Man. Okay. And the World. This is a lot of strong energy. First of all, we got these 3 major arcana cards. That's strong anywhere. But the cards that they are, the Devil, the Hanged Man, and the World, like these, your day, Sagittarius, is going to pack a huge punch for you. Okay. And for some of you, what is going to happen today will be a major ending in a relationship where you just could not control urges. And those urges could be sexual. Those urges could be just something that you really couldn't stop yourself from doing, but something that you may know or you were shown really bothers your partner. Okay? It's like a energy of, I'm going to do what I want to do, whether you like it or not. And for some of you Sagittarius, this has been what's been going on. And for others of you, I'm seeing that you've kind of been with a thought process of the devil that I know is better than the devil that I don't know. So you've been dealing with someone thinking, well, they're better than the other choices that I have out here. And you've allowed yourself to become stagnant. And really, I'm seeing like the relationship has become stagnant because in some cases, it's like you've settled, right? You've settled for someone, and now the connection has become stagnant. But while it might have the appearance, and if you can see here on these cards that have fallen out, yeah, you might have the baby or definitely the family connection. You know, some of you get along really well with your person's family, right? You've established some home life for some of you. Like you have what the world looks on relationships and sees as this is a solid partnership. You have that appearance is what I'm getting, but when we really dig down into it, there's a huge stagnancy there. It's like, oh my gosh, it's this energy of I should be much happier. I should be as happy as I look, but I'm not. I'm just feeling bored and even upset in some ways. And I feel like some of you have been channeling that energy into overeating, and so there's a great, because when I saw this chocolate cake, man, this looks like the moistest, most delicious chocolate cake ever, and I feel this feeling of not being able to resist it. So, you know, especially if you have concerns about your weight or you're actively trying to keep your figure a certain way, just know on a side note, Sagittarius, this is a day where your um you know, binging could happen and it could be detrimental to that. But that's as a side note. What I'm seeing here is like finding other ways that could be hurtful to you in some way of channeling the energy of your boredom. Like maybe overindulging in alcohol, maybe, you know, indulging in some type of drug use, something that's negative. Like I said, overeating to the point where now it's affecting your figure, it's affecting, you know, how you feel about, like there's some negative aspect here that you could fall into. That's the energy of today. So I just want you to be careful with that, Sagittarius. And there's not really a message here about how to deal with this situation that's causing the stagnancy, this relationship, you know, the one we talked about that looks perfect but really is not. Um, so what that tells me, Sagittarius, is you already know the answer to that question. You know how to deal with it in order to um, move on is what's coming to mind. So there's spirits not even addressing that because it's kind of like Sag knows. But today is about dealing with how this situation affects you emotionally and where you're channeling that type of energy. Okay? All right, Sag, thank you. Thank you, everyone, for trusting me today to deliver these messages. And thank you for sticking around um, to just hang out during our Tarot Lunchbox hour. And I invite you again to the next one. Please subscribe so that you receive your notification as soon as I go live on that. And hey, guys, I hope all these messages that have come through today help you to have the best day possible. I wish that for you, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.